Welcome to Calvin, the Digital Creative School. Hello, what's up, what's up? Welcome to another Create Together live stream. You can hear me, right? Like everything is working so far, I think. So, today we have a submission from Zach. We're going to continue working on his E-project. Oh, there he is. He's in the chat. What's up, Zach? Yeah, today we're going to focus on you again. Hey, Wrench, you're also back. That's very nice. Thank you. It's so nice to see you guys, like, being in the live stream almost every time. It's very, it feels very comforting to know that you guys are showing up. All right, cool. Yeah, we're gonna look at Zach's submission first today, and then we're gonna maybe continue on the animation we started yesterday. And Wrench actually also sent in a very cool little version of his for that animation. Let me actually show that off. It's I was very happy to see that. Oops. Oh. That was the wrong button. Okay, we're back, I think. Yes, we're back. All right, let me switch to my desktop here. My downloads. And yeah, this is what Wrench sent. He added a little bit of lighting and some effects, some shaders to the impacts. Especially like the stomping on the ground feels very strong now with like the displacement you added to the donut. It feels very strong. Yeah, very cool. Thanks for adding your touch to this. Let's see if we can incorporate some of your ideas later on. I think especially like when it's like hitting the wall here, like those rings. I think I'm gonna also use that idea to like make an impact frame. So yeah, very cool. Thanks for collaborating on this. All right, so here we have Zach's submission. Let me actually open up Discord and see what he wrote about this, where he wants our help. Zach, if you have time, you can also join the live call on Discord and talk with me while we work on this. But I know you're probably at work still right now. All right, let's see. Okay, let's have this read by the computer voice again. Where was it? Speak.
Zach said, here's the link to the projection file. I'd love to learn how to add more detail to the scene before I attempt similar moves with other champion models. Right now I'm using a temporary picture as a projection, but I'd like to change it to close-up headshots of players communicating with their headsets on. I think it'll be challenging to make the players visible despite the model geometry. Drive.google.com. I've also got a few more projects cooking, like a wide shot atmospheric of giant stone statues, that magically transition into living versions as players approach them, and an action sequence where I'd like to morph in and out of Gaussian splats of players and their champion models with impact frames to accent the clunky movement of the models. Those I'll share later once I've worked on them a bit more. I've also attached a pre-visual video to give a loose idea of what I'm wanting to achieve.
All right. Okay, let's actually watch this video then again with sound to like get a better understanding of the vibe. I hope the song is copyright free. Whatever. If it isn't, it's gonna be blocked in Russia because like the only countries my videos got blocked if there was copyright was in Russia, which is pretty strange. I don't know why that is happening, but yeah, let's watch it.
The silhouette's burning.
Make that a little bit louder.
Embers rising high, like a chemical fire. The flame won't die. Intertwine, darling, you and I.
Nice. The team assembles.
Barely scratching the surface. This obsession of
Nice, man.
mine
my render is a reference. Nice.
I'm up all night entire time. Darling, you
Nice. Okay, so I guess you're missing some visuals for this part here. Let's see. There's still something coming. Alright, that's it. Alright, cool. I like the music choice. It's very emotional. It feels very, very emotional. I think it comes from your background in, like that you connect so many childhood emotions to esports, right? To the games. I like that. It really shines through. By the way, we got some Dr. Pepper. Daniel got us some Dr. Pepper. You want to quickly say hi? Daniel? I think he's in the zone, working on some music videos. All right. Previous ones. Okay, cool. So you're looking mostly for an environment then, for like extending the environment of these shots here. No work today. Nice. Yeah, come join the call on Discord. Then we can actually talk about it, and you can give me more detailed feedback on everything we're doing. Oh, I see you have. So usually when I'm like, you're using this like camera locked to the view, right? To like probably position the camera. I'm gonna disable that for me personally, because it's for me it's a bit confusing. So I'm gonna disable it here, yeah, and then if I move out, it's popping out directly. So I can also really. Oh shit! Oh, I gotta do it per viewport. Okay, I see. So I can actually rescale this, yeah. Okay, so an environment. Okay, so you have this cube right now. Let me actually enable the render view here. But before we do that, do we have cycles and GPU? Yes, okay. Let's enable the render view. Preferences. Let's make sure I have my one GPU. Yes. Are you in the audience? You have to ask for. You have to request talking. Oh, you did. Oh, okay. I wish it gives me like a notification or something like that. All right, Zach, welcome.
Hello, hello.
Hello. I can hear you.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Perfect. All right. Okay. Cool. So I kind of like the minimalism of this, right? That we are focused completely on the character, and that we also see because it's probably going to be difficult to understand what is being projected if it's only on the character. It could be cool, but it could also be a bit difficult.
Yeah. That's what I ran into. You could kind of see that it's like a player's head in that sample picture, but you really can't, because so much of it's on the character, and it obscures it. So
yeah. Okay, let's try out some stuff. I guess the first thing I would do is like I would invert this cube so we can look through it from the other side. Right, just like
how do you do that?
Go into edit mode, and then with Alt N you get this normals menu, and then I just flipped the normals so we can look through them.
Okay.
Is it also like a right click menu maybe? No, it's not in the right click. Okay. Yeah, but it's in the normal settings. Alright, let's see. So yeah, I guess it's important to like keep the projection in the background so we understand what's being projected then. Let's see if we can. You also have the background animated. But I like, in general, I really like the vibe of the shot, like the camera starting so close at him and then like pulling out. Feels very cool. I think you did a good job with selecting or creating the camera move.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I think this whole sequence, because I'm gonna try to capture. I have a few more champion models that I want to use, and a few more like player projections,
Mm.
and I want to try to make it, have this surreal, like dreamlike feeling. And I don't know what more I'd be able to add, maybe after a Blender as well, to kind of add to that like, I don't know, dreamlike feel,
Yeah.
because it's meant to be, kind of like cerebral. I think is a good way to kind of think about this sequence.
Hmm.
So yeah, I guess anything to really kind of help make these things interesting, or these shots interesting, and then b, like, communicating that yes, there's a champion there, and there's also like a player being projected onto the champion.
Hmm.
Those are the two cool things I'm trying to figure out.
See, okay. I'm also gotta do a little bit of brainstorming here to like see what we can do with it. I like especially when we're out here, like that he's casting a shadow onto the wall behind him. It feels pretty cool. So I'm kind of like questioning if we can even accentuate that a little bit.
Mm.
Let's see, because it feels like a cool connective way to like show that he's part of the environment. But it's basically already working how you have it here.
Yeah, it's.
I
This
don't.
is, out of all the sample shots I've been working on, this is probably my favorite so far.
Nice.
It's come along the best.
I think I'm not a huge fan of this corner here. I think. Oh, maybe actually wait. If we accentuate the corner, that could actually be interesting.
Oh yeah, wow.
Like either this or like no corner at all. But actually having the corner gives it a lot of depth, which is pretty cool actually. I think.
Well, and maybe that way there's a way to shoot then, for me, like when I bring out the camera, to like position maybe the player on the right side of the frame or something, and then when we put them in the projection like this, they'd appear on that wall, which
I
would
see.
be much more visible.
Hmm. So
That's working really well.
yeah, this feels pretty cool. Let's try a little bevel on the corner there.
Mm.
Bevel. Just to make it a bit softer, so smooth. Yeah, I think just like a little bit of a beveled corner helps to not make it feel too CG. Just a tiny bit. So let me try to change the shader a little bit of the wall. Oh, it's pink right now? Interesting.
Maybe. I don't know. I probably messed around with it all for a while. There's a lot to be said with the. I don't know. I struggled a while there with the colors changing, because I also have a volume scatter on the world node.
Oh, you do?
Shader.
Let me check that out too.
Yeah. That's the only way I could figure out how to get kind of like the light rays to appear from the projector
nice.
itself.
Light rays, yeah. I personally never put volume scattering in the world, because for once, like if you have it in the world, you will never be able to see your HDRI, because if your volume is infinite, basically, there's always gonna be like enough of the volume to completely block any light coming from the HDRI. So I personally, let me just try that. I personally like to separate that. I'm just gonna copy this, and in light, I'm gonna create a new cube. You can just like scale it up to envelop as much of the scene as you need.
Oh, yeah.
Also in the object settings, I like to put the display to wire, so you can actually look through it, right?
Sure.
And then the shader here, let's just call it volume. And also, we call it here, volume. And that way you can also like quickly turn it on and off and like have it as its own entity, so you can experiment with it a bit easier. Okay, so
that's great. I think I have something similar on one of my other runs, but it's just a gigantic cube, and I didn't, for some reason, it never connected to my brain to downsize it. But
It's
that'll
totally
be
fine
nice.
if it's not huge. Yeah, but this is actually doing a lot already. Like the shader here, I think it's adding a lot. It's cool.
Oh yeah, I think having the rays is really, really nice to some degree. It's just hard to find the balance of having the rays and like making the projection or dropping the visibility of the projection, I guess.
Yeah, because this looks great. We don't see any of the rays anymore.
Yeah.
It's a hard balance to do. I'm thinking if there's like if there's a way to get these rays but still have it as transparent as possible. There's probably a way to use light paths to filter that out. Bio Wobby's also in the chat. What's up? Hand Masterbit. I don't know Hand Masterbit. I don't know what that is. Maybe you can be a bit more specific or send me a link to what that is. Alright, so volume. I'm basically thinking if... Okay, this probably won't work, but let's see if we can mix transparent with the volume scatter. And then have that connected with the camera ray. Let's see if that works. Mix shader. This camera ray. Okay, that doesn't work. This? Does this work? Does it do what I think it's doing? No, it's basically the same. Almost the same. That's strange. Okay, what I'm thinking is to actually kind of like render it as two passes, right? Like render it without the volume, and then render only the volume, and then compositing, put them on top of each other, because yeah, it looks really cool when it's strong, right? But yeah, it just completely makes everything else disappear.
Yeah, and then I guess just like playing with the opacity in compositing.
Yeah, because it definitely is very cool. It's definitely worth to render it out as a pass.
In that terminology, a light pass, could you... I've struggled with understanding that. Describe that more, I guess.
I mean, you can have it like in multi-layer EXR, right? By enabling the volumes here, and then you'll have them as their own layer. But you would still, like, it would still be part of your main render. So I would personally just kind of like do just two manual separate renders, right? Just like disable this for one render it out, and then enable it for a second render and render that out. And then, yeah, just combine those two renders in compositing. Is that clear?
Yeah, and I guess when you disable it, it still will, I guess, interact with the scene appropriately.
If it's disabled,
disable
it doesn't really interact with the scene, but I think that's fine. Wait,
Okay.
Maybe does that
it looks like it's gonna be fine here. So
I'm wondering, can we just have it visible to the camera or not? Okay, no, it doesn't actually change anything. If we still like have it interact with everything, but not visible to the camera, it doesn't actually change anything. So I guess you just need to render it as a separate render.
Sure.
All right, cool. Yeah, I guess that's how we should solve that. And also, I just tried out these different methods here, and actually having this red square behind him looks kind of sick.
Oh wow. Why is that even there now?
I'm using like a different volume scatter phase here. Like these have been added with the latest Blender update, and I'm not super sure which ones are best for what purpose, but they do have like different kind of styles.
Oh.
So it's definitely worth playing around with them. Yeah. But I guess for your case, this one would probably work the best. Okay, I'm just going to disable it for now and focus a little bit more on the background here. Okay, I wanted to see if making this more reflective would make anything more interesting.
Yeah, maybe so.
Maybe having like a little bit of the reflection, but then the player
It's
would
so
be...
wild to see the character in it. Yeah, you kind of lose sight of the player, but it looks so
Yeah.
interesting just with the model.
Yeah. How to balance that. That looks interesting. I'm just feeling like the surface should have a little bit more detail in general instead of just being a white wall, right?
Yeah, yeah, I tend to agree. And then, I mean, there's also maybe the possibility of I could just kind of keyframe some of these cooler things out. So like not the entire sequence or not the entire shot would be on that white wall, but
Hmm.
maybe like transitioning into it from that reflective, which could kind of pair well with the the kind of the crazy camera movement maybe.
I also had the idea of like breaking this spotlight up a little bit. Because right now, maybe that would already be enough. Like if we added a little bit of like a shadow casting, so it feels a bit more three-dimensional of this light. Maybe that would also add a lot. Let me just try. I guess we could try adding like a noise texture here. Let's see. Ah, no, wait. Put this in here. Okay, and then maybe something like a ramp to crush it a little bit, to give them some shadows, maybe distort it a little bit so it's a bit more, let's get a little bit more detail. You could also use any other kind of like texture or image to like do this, to like get different kind of shadow maps.
Hmm.
I'm just basically trying to like give this a little bit more depth. Then we could mix this with multiply. Then it would get a little bit of a texture on top of the straight light. I think it helps to like make it feel a little bit more detailed. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I think that when you add in the camera rays, it's gonna help. I guess just add more like color throughout that right side of the screen, because right now, I mean, otherwise it would just be very flat. So,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
looks...
when you kind of look at it through the depth of the light, the light paths, I think it'll be really interesting.
Yeah, I think so too. Especially like looking at it in playback, like how the rays move across the frame is very interesting. That's good.
Yeah,
so like,
yeah. I think I have the projection. I guess that that spotlight moving as well, like across to the right. So that's I think creating a lot of that.
oh, I think we can also.
Oh, you could, yeah. Maybe like we could potentially add a driver to it and make it feel like a watery. I don't know what you call it. You know that water effect where like the sunlight's going through
caustics.
the top. Caustics, yes.
Yeah, let's try that. Just like a slow. Ooh, that's way too fast. Even slower. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know if this is what you're going for, but at least it adds a little bit more detail to the wall also, so it's not just a plain white wall.
I can tell where I got the model. It's a super jank model, as, as we've come to discover. So,
Is it
Look at
from
this.
directly ripped from the game?
Maybe I don't know. I got it from a website called modelviewer.lol, which is like
Oh,
some
interesting.
group called Kata,
Uh-huh.
and they have like they have like a bunch of champions and most of their skins and chromas and stuff, and like base things like turrets and Baron and all kinds of stuff.
Nice. I think this model would also look much better if you used more depth of field. Okay, you have it connected to a focus point, which is down here. Doesn't actually do anything right now.
That'll be
Oh, wait.
interesting. I've never played with camera focus in Blender. I
Ah.
feel like that's a big learning opportunity for me.
Oh, I think because your scene is huge. Oh yeah, this character is huge, so these aren't real world scales anymore. So we gotta use fictional scales. So that
Yeah, these once you first import these models, they're just gigantic.
yeah, this is pretty crazy. Yeah, you have to put the f-stop to 0.01 for it to like even show up.
Yeah, everything in these seeds that I've been working with these last few days have been just completely unrealistic. Everything's ridiculous.
Oh shit, I see the rig also here is crazy again. Right. Let me see if I can if we can just like parent this focus empty to the face with the constraint. Copy location. Gonna select the skeleton and then let's just type in head. See if we have. Oh yeah, we do have a head. And it seems to also be positioned at the head. Oh yeah, cool. Okay, so now the focus is following the head position.
Oh, wow. Okay.
With the constraint
That's
here.
great.
It's pretty cool. Then we can probably increase the f-stop again a little bit. Yeah, this definitely makes it feel more cinematic immediately.
Oh yeah. And I think maybe over the top. I don't know when is best to do this, but I think I've heard that adding a little bit of grain to it all makes it feel more filmed as well.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Actually, the eye works a little bit better. Yeah, putting the eye into focus. Left eye. Nice. That's cool. Maybe we can like even make this even stronger now again. Oh, that's extreme.
Oh man.
But it feels pretty cool.
It does. It does. Well, I think you have a lot of license in a scene like this where it's meant to be surreal and dreamlike. You know, it doesn't. Very little has to be
Yeah.
super. I don't know, based in reality.
Yeah, especially
What you'd
this
accomplish with it.
this white here, like him, like his left side of the body being blurry and the right side feels pretty cool for me.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah. Then
Well,
we
and
gotta-
I'll say this too. I think this is one of the more complex models that I'm working with. Like
Mhm.
some of them, like the Cho'Gath one, is just so boring. So, so having, I think the blur effect will be really nice for some of those as well when I start working through them and trying to come up with their own camera moves and stuff.
Let me actually look at the shade of this character because maybe there's a way we can make it feel better. Okay, here we have the roughness. Okay, something that I noticed, like an easy way to like make these models feel better because they only have one color map, right? Like everything else doesn't really
Yeah.
exist.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just all painted on.
Yeah, so let's just try to use that color information to give some extra details. For example, I'm gonna put this into the bump height, I think, would be correct. And then putting that normal into the normal of the main shader here. Okay, now we get a lot of extra detail, but it's way too much. So let's like bring that down. Let's just have a little bit of it. But yeah, this basic gives the
Oh
model,
my
even
God.
if it's not correct, it still feels like it has more detail.
Yeah. Yeah, that's huge. That was one of my biggest complaints. I was so sad about it. That was that I really had felt like I had no control over this like flat pastel texturing. And
Yeah, yeah, you just gotta use the
do
texture that it comes with to your best. Yeah, just make the best out
Yeah,
of it.
you can see the remains of the old texture that I guess I didn't feel like deleting them, I guess.
Oh, the emission,
A bunch of
you used it for the emission.
Yeah, all that stuff that's not connected was like a part of the old
Ah,
the original texture, because the original texture had no principled BSDF,
yeah, right.
so it wouldn't light up.
Yeah. Okay, something else we could try is to use this also for the roughness. So I'm gonna get the color ramp here, put that into the color ramp, put this into the roughness, and then just like see if we can make it feel kinda right. So because usually, like for example, his eyes should be very reflective, right? So whatever is white is gonna be very... Oh no, it's the opposite, I think. Like, yeah, roughness, the more you have, the rougher it is, so you want to have it less. So basically, we could try something like this. Let's see. Yeah, so some parts of his... It's basically just like giving different parts of his body different kind of roughnesses, which even if it's not like correct again, right, it still feels like it's got more detail that way.
Sure. Oh. Yeah, no, that's
So-
huge.
Something like this, I
It's
guess.
a much more almost painted on feel. That's
Mhm.
I've been exploring like I guess like the painted on type textures and stuff, because that I think that was going to be my almost solution to this, but I think this
Mhm.
works great instead. So
Nice, nice. This could maybe be... Yeah, we got some specular highlights on his skin now. I mean, you can still control it, see like what value works best for you, but I think it at least adds a little bit more detail.
oh yeah.
Alright, cool.
That's huge.
Humongous.
Yeah, yeah, literally and figuratively.
Alright, cool. What else could we try? That's nice. Environment-wise, yeah, maybe for the environment. What's like? What do you have any kind of idea what kind of environment would fit for this video? Like, do you have any plan for the next, like for the live action stuff where you want to film it, for example?
Yep. I'll be coming to you for a while on these topics as well, because the main environmental stuff, I think the main challenging stuff will happen in the first bit, where these gigantic stone champion models are supposed to be off in the distance, lit up by some like lightning effects. Like there's big like a storm behind them, like the storm is coming type thing. And creating that environment and selling that environment is, I found, really hard so far, because I don't know, I lack some of the basics in that regard. So creating that kind of environment has proven really challenging, because I want to have like players step in onto the frame to kind of show the scale. Then like you see like, okay, this is what a person looks like, and the horizon is lit up by these big like creatures.
Yeah, it sounds very epic.
Yeah, going for that epic feel. And like if you remember, did you watch like the Hobbit movies?
I haven't watched the Hobbit
Oh.
movies, no, just the Lord of the Ring movies.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, that's not a great reference then. Um, But yeah, okay. Well, so there's that. There's that scene, which is like gigantic epic scale type environment, and then the fighting sequence. I haven't really figured out what the environment is going to be as much. I found like a League of Legends like Summoner's Rift texture or thing, but it's like super jank and pretty horrible. So I really have no idea how I'm going to try to do the combat stuff yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a big task. It's a lot of stuff you need to do for that. But I like when you said like the lightning again, the lightning storm. I can definitely imagine like having the transparent, like the background here. Yeah, basically transparent, and then like having the storm clouds with like lightning happening behind them. Whenever like a lightning shows up, it would be basically visible through the dark parts of the background. I think he should be completely opaque the whole time, right? So even if there's a lightning strike, it would like kind of like show him in a silhouette, like light up around him, but not over him, right?
Yeah, that would be interesting to implement. I guess like frames of an environment into the sequence as well, because originally I kind of envisioned very simplistically just having them all in these projection boxes, just having some like interesting angles and stuff kind of cover the sequence, but having kind of maybe like teasing back to where they came from or teasing where they're going type thing could be interesting. So building an environment for this sequence could be interesting as well. It's a daunting task for me.
Yeah. I'm actually noticing that we can put this background into focus by like moving it back like this. So if you have the projection on there, it should be in focus. I think also what could help here is to have a little bit more of a white light, like edge light around him, to just like give back a little bit of his natural colors. I'm just gonna try it out. Let's see.
Sure. Yeah, I think I can't remember what I have the purple light called in there, but
It's this thing here, right? I like it as a detail. Definitely adds some to the look. Ooh, wait, from this direction actually looks pretty cool too.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that front. I was always so sold on the backlighting just to make sure I was getting it, but even lighting from the front from a certain angle.
Yeah, this actually makes it
Like-
feel more three-dimensional, I would even say.
Yeah, well, his left side features are dissipating more into shadow, so it's you have like these harder features on the right and shadowy features on the left, and it's just that's actually pretty nice.
Yeah, that actually feels pretty good. Yeah, especially like when we land here, it feels pretty cool, I think.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Absolutely.
Okay, maybe a little bit less. And then I want to try to add another one over here, kind of like it's like giving him a slight edge on the left side. But maybe it's actually not necessary because, like you said, it's kind of cool that he's like fading into the shadows on the other side. Yeah, no, I actually think it's a bit too much.
And I guess there's an argument to be made as well that I think it's fine for the left side of his feature to not be as focusable or as interesting, even because what I'm going to try to do is to have the player be a large focus of this scene,
Yeah,
like being projected onto the walls, so people's eyes will be obviously you'll see the big grandiose movement of the champion model, but you'll really be looking over at that right side wall.
yeah.
So anything on the left isn't as big.
Yeah, I think then that this is a very good direction because yeah, if you don't have much contrast on the left here, your eye will be naturally like more focused on the right side, and then will naturally follow to like realize that there's a player. So it makes a lot of sense to set it up like this.
Mm.
In the beginning here, I could
I'm so excited for
imagine.
this.
Hell yeah! In the beginning here, I could imagine giving him some more shadows on his face because it feels a little bit flat right now. Let me try that. I'm just gonna make this like a black plane. See where we cast the shadow.
I wish I could make them blink. That'd be a great pose to have his eyes closed.
Oh, dude, I think let's try that. Maybe we can actually do that with shape keys pretty easily.
Ah, interesting. Yeah,
Let's give that a shot.
I think not very many of my other models have like as well featured eyes as he does.
Mm-hmm.
So
Just trying to like see if we can add a little bit more detail. Right now, like this line is a bit harsh, but I'm gonna see if we can, with the gradient, make it a little bit softer. Linear, dramatic, radial, spherical. Yeah, we need spherical, and then we're gonna add in a mapping. And this is gotta be minus 0.5, and this is gotta be, I think, just 0.5. No, also minus 0.5. To like get the gradient basically in the middle of the plane. And then use a ramp to control the fall off of it. I guess something like this should work. Now we plug that into the alpha here. Yeah, now we've got a pretty soft shadow caster. Yeah, that's better, I think.
wow.
Yeah, I think it
And
helps.
I guess I could have that move away as the camera panned away as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it should definitely move away. It's just like for the beginning, because like I thought it felt a little bit flat with like everything being illuminated like this.
That's great.
Like that. Okay, let's just add a keyframe here, I guess, and move, and then have it move. Oh yeah, also we don't want to have it be visible in the camera itself. We're gonna move it down. Okay, let's see. It feels a bit, yeah, it definitely feels strange here, like we don't want it here. Maybe it should like move away to the top, so it's... Oh, you know what? Maybe we can actually, instead of having it move, we can just fade the alpha off.
Yeah. Way to do it.
Mixing this color, oops. Yeah, and then we should be able to have this be pure black, and that means if it's pure black, it's fully transparent. Okay, cool. So yeah, we can animate this then. So let's have it active here, and then it just fades completely off. Yeah, I guess that works. Oh, I just noticed that these keyframes are not getting shown here because it's in a shader, not an object. So I think we have to disable only show selected, and then we should be able to see the shader stuff, right? These are transforms. Plane. Oh yeah, here's the material shader, okay. yeah, that feels pretty seamless now.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's crazy the amount of detail that we've already kind of accomplished in just I don't even know how long has been great.
Nice, nice. I'm gonna quickly look at the chat, what's happening there, because I'm so focused on this. I didn't even look at the chat for a while.
Sure.
What's up? What's up? Ba-ba-ba-bum. Oh, Kilua asks, from where did you get the model exported off the game? You said before, right? Where did you get them again?
Yep. Yeah, I think it was that model viewer.lol data.
Would you mind sharing it in the chat? Do you want to post the link?
Oh,
Stream
yeah.
chat?
I could do that.
Thank you.
Sure.
Kilua. Oh yeah, the TTS bot is not active in the voice chat. I couldn't get it to join the stage stuff, so I'm still kind of like figuring out if I should go back to the normal voice channel setup or stick with this stage stuff on Discord. So yeah, still figuring that out. But yeah, the voice, the TTS bot was kind of fun, right? Maybe we should go back to the classic. How to use live stream? How to Wobby? You're spamming again, man. This is your last warning. If you're gonna continue spamming, I need to how's it called? Block your chat because it's too much, man. You gotta stay respectful with using the chat. I'll use live stream software. I'm using OBS, but I'm not an expert in OBS. I'm kind of like hacking it together. So yeah, I would just say look for OBS tutorials on YouTube. All right, nice. Okay. Okay, cool. Then we can continue. Yeah, let's actually try to make those eyes blink because I'm also pretty interested in seeing if we can make it look realistic. So I'm going to disable lighting here. Alright, then I'm gonna separate this, single it out. Okay, and then in these settings here, I'm gonna add two shape keys. One is the base, and then the key one can be our blink. So I'm just gonna rename it to blink, and then go into edit mode. And we should be able to just grab these eyelids here. Let's actually see if the X mirror works. Oh, what mirror should we activate? Okay, now it doesn't seem like the mirroring works, so we just need to manually do it. Let me try some other options here. Yeah, no, none of this stuff works. Okay. Alright, so no mirroring. We're just gonna do it manual. Okay. Okay, since this is tries, we can't like select the whole edge loop, so I'm just gonna try to select all of like 3 down here, and then the opposite 3 up here. That could work. Okay, then we're gonna enable proportional editing, select connected only, and yeah, let's try it out. We're going to scale it up in Z direction and scale down the... It's going into the eye right now, but I feel like it's working. So I'm going to make it close.
Even if it's just a squint, I mean, that's huge.
Then we're moving it out in front of the eye. Okay. Does it work? Let's see.
Looks
Kind
like you
of.
got punched real bad.
It hurts. Okay, let's try that again. It's a bit
Or hey,
too
girl.
distorted. Hey. Let's make the influence a little bit smaller, maybe. I think I also need to select more of these vertices. Actually, I think maybe it actually helps to select all of them, the whole circle here. Yeah. Then rotate that a little bit, and move it out again. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna repeat that on the other side, and I feel like it could work already.
Sure. I think something, at least in this sequence, all the movements are going to be so small, relatively speaking. Like
Very
they're
subtle.
not using attack animations. Yeah, I think the subtlety of like a facial expression would just be like, you know, the cherry on top for this kind of stuff. But because like nobody sees unless you're watching like Arcane. Like when do you see like a facial expression on a League of Legends champion?
Very rarely, yeah. But yeah, I think it's working, man. Like, look at these closed eyes. I think it looks like they're actually closed.
Oh yeah, yeah. And this is gonna be it's gonna go quick too. So
So you want
Especially
him
from
to just blink, or like kind of like come in with closed eyes and then open them?
yeah, I think opening his eyes as he's coming back would just be monumental.
All right, let's try that. So we animate this, and then he's like opening them fully until here. Oh. Yeah, that's a lot.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Makes him feel more realistic, more human directly.
Yeah, well, I mean, and this is probably the first shot after they've been seen as stone giants in a way. So like, okay, they're coming alive. Their eyes are opening. Like that's, you know, it's Shakespearean.
Very Shakespearean. And then we just get adding a blink just to make them feel even more human later on here, maybe.
Oh yeah.
So blink.
Yeah, when they're farther away, a blink could be really nice.
Yeah, I think this feels good. Yeah.
Oh, you're a wizard.
I mean, I did like I added just facial expressions like this in one of my Valorant animations, just with shape keys like this, because it's really fun. You can like fully sculpt the exact emotion you need for a moment, right? And then just like turn it on and off, and, like sculpt a few different emotions and then blend them together. So it's a really powerful tool. Like most of the time, if you just do small animations like this, you don't need a full face rig. You can just sculpt the facial expressions you need and then animate those as shape keys.
Huh. Well, I've never even heard of shape keys. What is that? So I guess that's like same on the same line of like keyframing, but like you're making keys out of positions of your mesh.
I mean, you're still keyframing on top of it, but the shape keys are like variations of your mesh, kind of like yeah. I guess morphs. I guess morphs would also be a fitting name for it. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's Phil Flock.
Yo, Phil, what's up? Ken says I need some mods. That would be actually nice, but I don't know how mods on live streams work. I know my friend Jan does it, so maybe I'll ask him if he could help me do that. Phil, what's up? What's up? I was actually thinking of interviewing you, Phil, if you would be down for that, because I think you like directing so much esports stuff would be very interesting for my viewers too. Yeah, you can write me in private if you would be down for that. It would be very cool, and we could talk a lot about our experiences on set. I think that would be very interesting. All right, okay, man. Yeah, I think this is pretty cool. It definitely feels more alive. We have this whole edge here, which brings the attention towards the shadow projection here. Honestly, I don't think you need like a whole environment. Like I think like having it a little more minimal does serve it well. The idea with the lightning in the background, I think, could still be very cool.
Or I mean, I think, yeah, for that environment, that'll be a completely different set of scenes. Like, so yeah, I think for this, no environment is good.
I see. Yeah. Actually, while we're here and we already made that light blocker, I'm thinking of trying it out on other parts of the... What is this? What the hell is this? Oh, it's the volume cube? Oh no, oh, it's the wall cube, okay, I guess. What was it? Oh yeah, the shadow blocker. So I'm gonna duplicate that and remove the animation from this one. Just like, this is this. So no animation on this guy. Wait, does that work? Ah, shit, removes because the animation is on the shader itself, so we can't do that, so we need to duplicate the shader, which is that's a bit annoying. But I guess it's the only way. Okay, so, blocker...
You're trying to move that shadow?
Yeah, but I want to have the second version that's not animated. So basically, I duplicate the blocker, and then I need to make this one its own version of the shader, and remove the animation. Oops, remove the animation from this. Clear keyframes, yes. And then I have this light blocker. And because I just wanted to see if we can add a little bit more sculpting of the light that way, you know?
Oh yeah. Yeah, almost, I mean, to the same effect of drawing eyes to the right side of the frame, you know, almost forcing out some of the visual, some of the coloring on the left would be, like, as the scene develops, would be nice, potentially.
Basically making masking and vignettes already in 3D.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I think you're right.
Before I even get to Fusion.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think it's always a good approach to do as much as possible in 3D before you even go into compositing. Just like bring it as far as you can. And I think this is actually working. Your idea with like making the bottom left darker, it definitely pulls the focus even more to the top right. Yeah, for sure. I'll just keep it in here for now.
I'll have to recolor everything is when I add in the new I don't know if I'll have to recolor. We'll see how it looks when I add in the new like picture or video of the player, you know, replacing this like test one. But I think the recoloring will be the least of my issues. So or like, it should be very easy.
Actually, talking about that, maybe it would actually work best if we don't have color on this character. Oh, would it? Oh, let's try that out. Oh, oh shit, Phil Flock is in the chat. Sorry, Phil, I mistaken you for Phil Choi for some reason. Because I guess because we're in the esports topic right now, so when I read Phil, I was just like, oh yeah, Phil Choi.
I was wondering, I was like, didn't you already interview Phil earlier?
Yeah, sorry guys.
Last week?
My brain just did a shortcut that wasn't very productive. Killer says, I also know all the mod features on Twitch. You can simply do /mod and user to add a viewer as a moderator. Since I mostly watch the stream, I can delete some messages from spammers or bots. Oh, that would be actually really cool. Yeah, let's try that. Can I do that right now? /mod. I don't know if that works. Let me just try that. /mod add the only Killua _ It's probably not gonna work since I am using the restream chat. But yeah, let me know, Killua, if this worked. It probably didn't work, but maybe it did. Keanu says, I think that's what the movie flow did, all done in Blender and no compositing. The whole compositing was done in the 3D scene. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I mean, that's really the way to do it. Yeah. I'm so excited to watch Flow. Everybody's been saying it's so cool, so I'm very, very excited to also check it out. All right. Okay, man. Yeah, Zach, I honestly don't think this needs much more. Oh yeah, the idea of like making the texture black and white, because I think that way it could catch the texture of the projection better. Let's see if we pull down the saturation. I mean, it honestly doesn't do much. It doesn't do much. I guess we can just keep the original then. Oh, and I also think this more contrast, like without the mix shader here, I think more contrast actually
Oh.
looks better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
were you just able to disable that?
yeah. Oh, M disables nodes.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Life changing. I've always just been deleting them.
M for mute, very useful. Yeah. Okay, man. Yeah, I honestly think you can take it from here, right? Do you still have any idea or any questions?
No. This has been huge. I've been worked on this scene collection of like the projection effect first, and then I got it to a point where I'm like, okay, I just need Calver to help me elevate this because I don't know.
Let's see.
And
Nice,
I think I'll be
nice.
able to do this with the rest of the scenes
Mhm.
for this, and then once I feel good about projection again, I will continue my work on that gigantic effect, also the fighting sequence, and both of those. Oh man, they're probably going to be harder than this. So
Oh yeah, for sure.
I will certainly make some more submissions down the road. But I have all semester.
Nice.
I have like a few months to finish this project. So
Very cool, very cool. Let's see actually how a rendered frame looks like. All right, cool. Exactly like in the viewport.
yep, that looks phenomenal. Thank you so much.
For sure. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll send this back to you after the stream. Then you can take it from there.
Great. Yeah, I'm gonna get to work pretty quick. I've got the whole day just to kind of chill out and work on this stuff. So
Nice.
appreciate all the help.
For sure, man.
I guess I'll hop out of the Discord and let you get back to some of the other stuff you're gonna work on today.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you can you can still stay in here, and because I think I'm gonna continue working on the animation we did yesterday. So at any
okay.
point,
Yeah.
and, like if you keep watching this, and if you have any question at any point, I'm happy to answer those. So yeah, any student who wants to just ask questions about what I'm doing is welcome to join the live stream server on Discord.
Certainly, yeah. I might hang out then, mute myself so I don't make any unruly noises. And
No sneezing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. yeah. I had questions yesterday, so I certainly can pop in as you kind of get going on them.
All right, yeah, let's go then. Cool. Okay, let me open that up. What we did yesterday. Okay, let me just check the stream though. Kilua says we can do it with a Twitch chat, so let me just quickly try that out because I want to see how it works. And Kilua, Eric, is a very trustworthy person, so giving him that feature would be pretty cool. Mod. Then only Kilua _ Alright, I think, Eric, you should be a moderator now. Wrench says, I want to do more animation stuff. Where can I start? You mean character animation? I mean, I feel like I kind of broken down like a workflow how to create a character animation yesterday in yesterday's stream pretty well. But there are a lot of very cool basic animation courses that you can find on YouTube that teach you the fundamentals of character animation, because it's a lot about weight distribution and poses, right? Like if you can see here, I try to make it feel very heavy that he's stepping on the floor with a few techniques, right? For example, like that his foot gets accelerated as he closes the gap between him and the floor. So it feels like it's a strong, like fast movement. And then what's very important is, I think it's called follow through. So even after he steps on the floor, his whole body still continues moving downward. And that's a very important thing for animation. Now there's a sword. Nice, you got a sword. Very cool. Alright, so my idea for this shot was to make it feel like kind of like a holographic testing area. So kind of like making this cube like a hologram shader. Or maybe even... I think in my mind it feels pretty cool to have like a holographic arena, like in a deserted little city. Let's see, I'm gonna save this as a new version 3. And then let's use BlenderKit for the most stuff that we can find. Okay, so for the floor, I was looking for some kind of street, I guess. This is actually cool, this square pavement. That could be cool. Got like looks a little bit like a training dojo. Killer says, watch so many tutorials after you stream about rigging. Did you learn? Did you manage it? Did you learn how to rig? Okay, stuff. I'm thinking like trying to, like I had the idea of like a hologram training area felt cool to me. I'm like trying to figure out if I should commit to that, because having some kind of theming is always cool to give your animation impact, right? To like feel like there's a story or a world around it. Ah, you haven't tested it yet, okay. Okay, you know what? Let's just see, look for floor and see what kind of floor we can get. Okay, most of it is like wood floor. Maybe like some metallic. Like if we are in a training situation, like we would probably have like a metallic floor, with like a cool like and strong grit kind of. Oh, this maybe, this kind of stuff, metal plates. But actually I wanted to like break up a little bit. So these cubes could actually be perfect for having it break apart, because then we can like easily just animate small cubes with the same texture flying up together with the main cube. So I think I'm actually gonna stick with these cubes for now. Guess it looks simpler like it is. I guess it's way harder. Yeah, rigging is not, especially weight painting. Like building the rig out of bones is pretty doable, but weight painting is a lot of back and forth and like fixing problems because you gotta paint it do the weights where whatever position your character's in, it looks correct, right? Which is a very big task, very difficult to actually manage. Ken says animating a heavy max speed is very tricky. It's hard conveying weight and speed at the same time. A great shot that nailed that concept was Astartes. Yeah, you're completely right. Astartes nailed that feeling, like the fast but heavy movements. Yeah. That was very cool. Okay, so we got these cubes here for the shockwave. I think I'm gonna leave the placeholder in here for now. Maybe we can actually just slap a kind of like a volume onto it. A volume shader. Let's go into the rendered view here. Okay, I also want a different HDRI. And also I want to change the materials on this character a lot still. Does this have displacement? In that way, in that case, we could use micro displacement to make it feel like very, very detailed. Yeah, it's got displacement, nice. So let's enable that. Here in the settings, displacement. Yeah, displacement. Where was that? Settings. Just displacement only. And then I'm gonna use the subdivision surface, make it simple and make it adaptive. So this way we should get infinite detail on this stuff. Yeah. Now it's got some real displacement, some real geometry. Especially if we render it, we should be able to like see a lot of detail in that floor. Yeah, the floor looks very nice. Yeah, very realistic. Killua said, my dream just would be if the model already has a model. Wait, what do you mean with that? A rig, okay. Yeah, that's definitely helps a lot. Computing tree. Oh, for the object ID, it's also computing tree. That's kind of unnecessary. Ah, but here we go. Okay. All right, cool. So we got the floor. This cube should also be kind of similar. Well, let's actually see what kind of like hologram shaders we have. Maybe that's something that we can already use that looks cool. Oh, this one looks actually very cool. Advanced animated hologram. Very cool. Nice. Like, I kind of feel like I want to give this a real rock shader now, and then just have like hologram stuff around them. That's kind of cool. Nice. Does this also have a displacement? It does. Perfect. So we can do the same thing here. Subdivision surface, adaptive, and then in the shader settings, only displacement. Okay, let's see if it works. Okay, nice. Doesn't look that good in here for some reason. It looked better in the preview here. This one looks more detailed here for some reason. Huh. Yeah, for some reason it doesn't look that good to me here. Maybe it's too small? Let's see if we can change the UV mapping on this. Oh, I don't think it's properly UV unwrapped, that's probably why. Oops, smart UV. Actually, can we do a box cube projection? No. Okay, let's just do a smart UV project. Okay. Then make it maybe much smaller. These, oh, I think I'm just gonna change the UV map. UV editor. Then make this like 4 times as big. Okay. No, I don't feel the shader. It's kind of strange. Let's look for more rock shaders. Cube. Let's look for a cube. Rock cube. Oh, that's interesting. I would like it to feel similar to the rocks on the floor. What if I search just for cube? Low poly, ultimate low poly shader. Perfect. Oh, wait, this could be pretty interesting if it has like a pattern on it. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna try that. Does this guy actually have more like these? Such similar. No match found? What? Okay, let's just see how this looks for now. Oh, so many settings. What the hell? Displacement only. Does this have displacement? It does. Cool. Oh, but it's very subtle. We can definitely make it stronger. And also the UV map we can make much bigger again. 5. That. Yeah, I think so. Oh, actually, it's probably more like this. Okay, looks kind of interesting. Okay, displacement. Let's see, can we do it? Can we make it stronger? I would probably have all of those settings also in here. Surface, yeah. So much stuff. Edge emission. Ah, this damage actually adds some nice detail to it. That's cool. Dust. Okay, the dust also feels kind of nice. Yeah, the dust feels also nice. Very cool shader. So much stuff here. Brightness, glowing. Unpaint. Distortion. Shift. Displacement. Oh, here we have displacement. Oh, damn! Okay, cool. Yeah, let's see if we can find a healthy amount of displacement. Oh, normal? What is normal? This displacement feels a little random. It doesn't feel like it's actually extruding these parts. Is that because of because I felt like the damage? No. That's strange. The displacement feels very off. Invert displacement. No, that feels wrong. Okay, guess we gotta use the bump then, because the displacement is not really that useful. Super strange. Okay, let's just have a little bit of displacement, then enable bump back on, put bump back on, so displacement and bump. Alright. Can I ask, is there a Blender add-on for Quixel materials? Yes, as far as I know, you can use with Pixel Bridge, you can import them directly into Blender. I still don't know how to really learn Blender. I don't really do the basics and do like step-by-step with tutorials. I just do what I feel like, and if I have a problem, I search for tutorials which solve that problem. I don't think that's necessarily the wrong way to do it. I mean, that's how I learned it. I never really did a basics course or anything like that. I still think doing like a full-on basic course from start to finish is a lot of value, because then you, then you know all the basics, and the basics are very important to build on top. So if you haven't done any like big basic course like the donut tutorial from Blender Guru, right? You should still do it, because there's most of the time some good tips to get you going. Okay, maybe I should add a bevel here too. Yeah, it definitely helps with the displacement issue. Oh, but it looks like it's completely breaking the Is it? Oh, it's completely breaking the displacement. Ah, not if I put it in front. Okay. Okay, no, it does help. It does fix that just a little bit. Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna keep it. I don't know if this actually does anything. I don't think so. Okay. Yeah, this seems to be fine. Let's just keep going. We don't need to put so much work into that cube. Oh, wait. This looks a little strange, sorry. Okay, I guess I'm happy now. We can use it like this for now. Okay. Okie dokie. So, yeah, it looks pretty cool. This cube looks pretty nice. Oh, the flat shading and the smooth shading also definitely helps with the corner. Yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. Oh, but it's smaller in general. This displacement makes it smaller. Maybe I do invert it? So stuck on this cube for some reason. Oh, yeah, this actually works a little bit better. Oh, but it's not on the top. What? It's only displacing one surface? What's happening? Also add bump in the cube the moment he punches it. Not sure yet. Would be cool. I don't see any displacement on this. Am I tripping? Wait, there's some displacement, but it's completely different to this? Oh no, I guess it's not. I'm so confused. Okay, this is actually displacing it, yeah. Oh, 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 so fast. Oh, oh, way too fast. Yeah, okay, this is actually okay. I'm just gonna leave it like this for now. I don't want to. I don't want to keep obsessing over this cube. It's fine. It's okay. We can keep it like this. I don't know if bump is the right word, or if I mean that like little cracks and then inverted hit mark, or is that too detailed for the animation? Little cracks would definitely be cool. Yeah, let's try that to like in that moment of impact, like we add little cracks and maybe even like some parts of it fly off. That could be very cool. All right, we got that. I think I wanna. I mean, of course, this part needs to be bigger. This plane here. Maybe like twice as big. Yeah, that feels right. And then we probably also need to make this whole surface a bit bigger. Let's actually get the lighting a little bit more in the direction that I think it should go, which is a night scene. Okay, we gotta show the free ones first. Oops. Free first. That one's pretty minimalistic. Maybe clouds like that could be cool. This looks pretty nice. Let's try that. 4K. Okay, we got one light here. We can get rid of that for now. Okay, that's cool. I also got a add-on that lets me rotate the HDRI with holding down Alt and left click in the viewport. It's a very cool add-on. This HDRI is actually not doing that much, so we gotta do most with our own lighting. But it's good to have an HDRI to just like catch some little details. Okay, so I guess for lighting I'm just gonna add a little spotlight from the top. Let's use the light wrangler add-on. I think we can add it through here too, yeah. Area, auto. Direct, yeah, like that. Actually... Huh. I'm not super sure how to light it. Maybe it shouldn't be a night scene. Let's look for... Twilight. Twilight light setup. Ooh, that's pretty nice. This feels pretty epic. Let's try this. Could be cool. Oh, that's a very nice HDRI. Beautiful. Cool from this direction, yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good starting point. If canyons in the background could fit. Yeah, I mean, I like this background. So I'm gonna stick with that for now. Make it a little bit brighter so we can see a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, something like this. Really hypes how the final render will look like. Yeah, I'm also pretty excited for that. I think it's gonna feel pretty cool. Now let's go into the shade of the armor here. Disable the world and the scene lights so we can look at the shader directly. What does it say? Increase max shader compilation sub-processes. Okay, let me try that. System max shader compilation. It's at 0 right now. What does that mean? Disable sub-processing shader. Okay, now let's try. I know what's a good value here. Let's try 32 for now. Oops. I hope it's not gonna crash. Alright, we got it. Oh yeah, we also got bump, like real displacement in Eevee now. I think I've heard last time. Oh shit, but the shade of this cube is so complex that it like completely lacks the whole viewport. I guess we just gotta keep it out of view. Okay. So, yeah, this is way too reflective and dark. We definitely gotta get it brighter. Base color. Okay, we can probably work with that base color. Let's put a ramp in there, color ramp. Make this not black, but let's see. Something that contrasts with the sky. Red is kind of cool. Would be good if the parts, like if some of the parts had different colors. Maybe I can get it from some of the other information here. Oh, metallic. Oh yeah, I could use this to color some parts differently. Let's see. Roughness. Oh, roughness is also very good. Oh, roughness is actually perfect for that. Yeah, nice. Okay, let's take the roughness here. And we're gonna feed that in here. Ambient occlusion. Do we actually need ambient occlusion? Usually you don't need ambient occlusion in path tracing because it's part of the path tracing process anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna delete it. I don't want unnecessary render steps. Okay, and then you can try mixing this and this together. Then I'm gonna give this stuff a few more colors, like yellow, blue. I'm just doing this to test first, to like see if my idea works. Let's do constant, so we get hard cutoffs. Okay, nice. Then where's the pink stuff? Alright. It could work. Okay, let's go back to the easing mode here. But it's too soft. I think we gotta stick with constant. Yeah, let's stick with constant for now. Choose some more fitting colors. Color. There we go. Like that. Okay. Alright, what would be some more fitting colors? I mean, this purple is definitely definitely a bit too out there. Let's try. Actually, it's no. I wanna try some stuff myself first. Let's make like a red highlight. Maybe this could be yellow, and this could be like dark. Also red. It's kind of cool, but it's also a bit distracting. This actually feels a bit better. Just like having a few little splashes of red here. Yeah, red and yellow. Let's go with that for now. Yeah, looks kind of cool up here. Alright, so we got that, and then wait, can we actually change the shader a little bit? Should be fine for now. Okay. Pieces. Okay, so what is this? Okay, that stuff. Yeah, that should be metallic, I think. Maybe we can make it also a bit brighter. Okay, I don't want the ambient occlusion again. Oops. Yeah, a little brighter, a little bit more metallic. Guessing like this could be cool. Yeah, this feels pretty cool. Cleo says, alright, Kevin, I'm gonna leave now. Have a nice evening. Alright, thanks for coming by again, man. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, so we got that. That's all pretty cool. Glass. The glass, I think, can stay like that, right? That's just the helmet. Oh, it's these parts here too. Yeah, I mean, those are small parts. They can stay. Is there anything else? LED. LEDs would actually be pretty cool, but I don't see where they are. Where are they? Select the meshes. Where are they? Whoa, what the hell? I don't see them. Okay. I don't know. They're very, very small, apparently. Okay, helmets. Yeah, I think the rest can stay like that. I think we got a pretty readable character now. Yeah, I think it looks pretty cool now. Oh, we actually see the helmet a little bit here. Let's see if we can add glowing eyes inside of the helmet. That could be pretty interesting. Just gonna test how it would look like, if it would even look cool. That emission, it's not 10. Let's put that one into the helmet. Yeah, I think it could be a cool detail. Let's add it to the rig. Reset position. Show me all the layers so I can find the head bone. Oh wait, what kind of controls are these? Ah shit, gotta go into pose mode again. Oh, this actually opens the helmet, that's cool. Helmets. Is this the right bone to parent the eyes to? Yeah. Okay, cool. So this one is called Control Nor Helmet. Rest pose, and then I can parent this. I'm just going to select the eye, go into pose mode, and then Control P, parent to bone. Oh, come on. Parent to bone, and now this little eyeball should follow the helmet. actually do it in a smarter way. I'm gonna select this headpiece. And then where is my ball? Fuck, I lost it. Oh, here it is. Move that to that cursor. And then add a mirror modifier. And then with edit mode, you can place it here and it will be mirrored on the other side. Okay, cool. So now we can make sure that we see it. Pause. Oh, interesting. Actually looks kind of cute. Yeah, that's actually, I like that. That's pretty cool. Feels like a friendly robot now. Cool. Then we can also add a little bit more. What I like to do is add a Fresnel to the strength. And then a multiply here. So now it's more of the outside is glowing stronger than the inside, which gives it a little bit more detail. I actually wanted the other way around, so let's use a color ramp here to invert these. Okay, doesn't do much, it's very subtle. But that's okay. Oh, is this actually cooler? It is a little bit cooler, actually. It's also less readable. Wait, I've got an idea, I want both. So I'm gonna mix these two together. These two together with screen, that in here. And then I'm gonna invert this to basically get a little dot in the middle. Like that, yeah. It's pretty cute. Alright, nice. Looks cool. Okay, then I'm gonna add some lighting here already. We want to make sure that we see the fist when it coils back. I think it needs to be less spread, more focused on the fist. Yeah, more like that. Oh yeah, we definitely gotta work on the silhouette of the character. Something like this. For some reason, it's pretty hard to like find the right angle. Size. I don't know, guys. It's hard for me to like find a good light position here for some reason. What to do? Maybe I should start with the easier moment, like the beginning, for example, here. Let me add some more environment before we continue with this. Okay, so we've got a bunch of assets here. Objects, buildings. Let's see. Add a bounce light. That's a good idea. Yeah, let's try that in a moment. Utopia. No. Castle ruins. That could be cool if it's like in a castle. Shangri-La. Yeah, these are nice assets. That could be like a cool feeling, like being like this robot high tech, like bulky robot being in a kind of like Asian dojo temple thing. That could be interesting to like style clash. Aztec? Nah. Yeah, let's try Shangri-La. Could be interesting. Maybe this robot even came to this temple to train with the monks. We could have like monks like cheering him on or something. Gonna try this one. Link. So if a link from the asset collection is not actually importing all the textures and geometry into this file, but it's like pointing towards the original project, the original Blender file, which makes the project file here much more lightweight. Gabba, you have been having hiccups for the past 3 weeks. Really? The thing is, I never notice when I have hiccups. Like only when my friends tell me I have hiccups, then I know. But like, yeah, I don't notice myself. Alright, yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, let's go with this for now. And this big wall, we're gonna just make it smaller for now, just to have a reminder that this is where the impact is happening. I feel like I want the robot to be like outlined in front of the sky like that. I don't want a building behind him directly. It's more like this here. Yeah. Is there a way to like, yeah, have him being outlined most of the time? Let's see what other objects do we have here. Bridge. Oh, this thing, this could be interesting. That he could be standing on this platform here. Yeah, actually, let's test that. Put this in my old folder for now. But the texture resolution is not so high, but it should be high enough. Oh, you know what? I'm going to use the texture that we have and put it on the surface here. Because I like the railings and everything here. Maybe that could actually be really cool. Like, yeah, because the environment is already very nice. We have this whole environment here, so if it could feel like he's on top of a tower. Yeah, I think that would be very cool. Let's put this in the set, all of this stuff here. Ecospheres, those are the eyes. Put that into the armor guy. Put the armor into the set. And the Taurus, yeah, this is just like placeholder stuff. I guess I'm gonna put that in a placeholder collection. What's up? Willst du rein? Haust du rein, ja?
Ja.
Okay.
Morgen 14 Uhr haben wir gesagt, oder?
Genau, ja. Ich höre auch gleich mit dem Livestream auf, ist seit 20 Uhr.
Ah ja.
Ja, läuft ganz gut. Ich würde es am liebsten fertig machen, aber es ist noch viel Arbeit, deswegen
Ah, ja.
ich mache einfach morgen weiter. Weil ich finde, es sieht schon ziemlich cool aus, ja. Ja, Mann. Crazy. Okay, I'm just gonna add this flow that we had to this mesh. Let's add a circular. Oh wait, no, actually, let's select this. It's circular. Where is it? Ah, here we go. I think we need some more resolution. So go back. Circle. Yeah, let's get twice as many vertices here. And make it basically hit the edge of this stuff. Yeah, then we give it that material we had. And that should look pretty cool. Oh, no, that's not it. Rock. No, that's not it. Oh, scrap pavement. Yeah, I think that's the one. Uh-oh. Cover, you have been having hiccups for the past 3 weeks. Oh yeah, you already said that. Okay, it's probably not UV unwrapped. Let me do that real quick. But yeah, this is the last thing we're doing today, and then I'm gonna head out. Project from view. Yeah, we can do that from the top here. Project from view, bounce. There we go. Okay, let's make this bigger. Like this big. Let's see how it looks. It's very dark. Is that normal? Can barely see. Oh yeah, this is very dark. Let's try to make it brighter in the shader here. ramp. Oh, actually, how does it look like if we just have white as the base color? Oh, that's not too bad. Kind of works. Yeah, I think that totally works, honestly. Maybe it's a bit too bright. Yeah, that could be good. Yeah, I think this is a good direction. Yeah, this feels good. Alright, guys. I think I'm gonna end the stream with that. Thank you very much for coming by again. And yeah, let's see if we can finish it up tomorrow. I'm very hyped to get this little shot done. Alright, and for all the student memberships, for the students, please make sure that you send some stuff into the submissions, so I can look at that stuff and help you with your projects tomorrow. Alright,